In my last video, compassion versus kindness, we explored the definitions of each of these terms and how to tell the difference. The conclusion was that perhaps they were different, and compassion specifically relates to responding to suffering, while kindness doesn't. However, while it was possible to find examples of kindness that do not involve suffering and compassion, it was difficult to find examples of compassion that do not involve kindness. Hi, I'm Dr. Stan Steindl. Since posting that video last week, I had a number of very illuminating conversations about this question of compassion versus kindness, and my thinking about it has evolved. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter. In that last video, I referred to a paper by Gilbert, Basran, MacArthur and Kirby from 2019 that explored the semantic differences between the words compassion and kindness. You can go back to that video here. In that paper, Gilbert and his colleagues used a definition of kindness taken from a paper by Curry, Roland, Van Lisse and Zlotowitz from 2018, who defined kindness simply as kindness refers to actions intended to benefit others. Okay, so I thought that's interesting. Intention and action to benefit others. You can see a link to this Curry et al. Paper in the description below. For the sake of exploring this further, let's think about donations. Every now and then, someone will knock on my door raising money for their kids' soccer team in order to help with buying new equipment or something like that. I think to myself, well, that would be a good benefit to the kids. And so I give them $20, an act of kindness. But what about a different scenario? This morning I was having breakfast with friends, and one of them was telling me about a charity he's working with. He's on the board of the charity and talked a bit about their purpose. Fight for Balance is a charity dedicated to improving the lived experience and well-being of adolescent youth with learning and perceptual difficulties by delivering adaptive sport, functional health, and community inclusion pathways. My friend explained how, because of their disabilities, these young people experience a range of physical and emotional challenges and difficulties and become or feel excluded from the everyday experiences of things like joining a soccer team. As a result, they can experience suffering, and the charity is set up to alleviate that suffering. I thought to myself, well, that would be a good benefit to the kids. And so I went home and made a donation, an act of kindness, but perhaps a particular type of kindness, an act of compassion. By the way, if you would like to check out this wonderful charity, I have included a link to their website in the description below. So this is what I'm thinking. Kindness is something of an overarching, superordinate construct, where our actions are intended to benefit others. Compassion is a form of kindness, where our actions are intended to benefit others, but specifically in response to suffering. Kindness can take many forms. Helpfulness, where I go to someone's house and help them build a fence. Generosity, where I know someone really liked my flat cap, so I give it to them. Considerateness, where I'm aware of a situation that someone is in, so I call to see how they're going. Care, where I know that someone is home alone and at a loose end, and so I offer to come over for a chat or just to give them some company. In all of these, there is an intention to benefit others and to try to spread positive emotion. They all involve awareness and sensitivity, motivation and intention, and they all involve taking action. The overarching construct is kindness. Sharon Salzberg, a leading spiritual teacher and author and practitioner of Buddhist meditation, wrote in her recent 2020 book, Loving Kindness, The Revolutionary Art of Happiness, that loving kindness, or metta, is the first of the Brahma Viharas, the heavenly abodes. The others, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity, grow out of metta, which supports and extends these states. And so perhaps also in the Buddhist teachings, there is a sense that kindness is the overarching construct. A link to Sharon Salzberg's book is included in the description below. Well, this is all rather paradigm shifting for me. Perhaps compassion is a type of kindness, one of many. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is compassion a type of kindness? Or do you feel it is a distinct construct? Of course, don't forget that we can also practice being kind towards ourselves. Helpful, generous, considerate, caring, and compassionate towards ourselves. And so may you practice kindness in all its forms as you continue on your compassionate journey.